Hey guys, it's Man89 here, and welcome to this Earthfall honest review. The game came out today, so July 13th on PC, Xbox One and PS4. It's developed and published by Holospark, and if you've never heard of it, Earthfall is a co-op shooter where 4 players have to survive hordes of aliens, and the game is very similar to Left 4 Dead, which came out maybe 10 years ago, except Earthfall has aliens instead of zombies. But yeah, that being said, let's get into the review, and we're gonna start with the graphics. The graphics quality is a little inconsistent, because some effects look good, but for the most part the game looks dated in my opinion, even when having all options on Epic. And by the way, this review was shot on PC, as you can see, 1080p 60 FPS, but on consoles the game runs at 30 frames per second. But yeah, back to the graphics. Even maxed out, it still looks like a 5-year-old game, so I'm gonna give the graphics a 5 out of 10. Moving on to the sound, then we're gonna start with music. The soundtrack is composed by Adam Gubman, who's a very talented composer. I'll let you listen to the audio in a few seconds, but first I want to talk a little bit about the sound effects. I really don't like the way most weapons sound on this game. I don't know why, they don't sound like real weapons, you know, but the voice acting isn't bad at all. I mean, the dialogues can get repetitive real quick, but other than that, they're not bad at all. So I'll just let you listen to the audio for like 10 or 15 seconds before we move on to the next category.
A whiplash! Alright, I'm back for more. That's one less whiplash.
So I'm gonna give the sound a 7 out of 10. I mean, it could have easily been an 8 or an 8.5 if the guns sounded better, but anyways, let's move on to the gameplay. I was just talking about the way weapons sound, but the problem is that they also feel weak. You probably can't see that just from watching this video, but if you've played Far Cry 5 or Call of Duty, you probably know what I mean. So in my opinion, the gunplay definitely needs to be fixed. Now the game has 2 campaigns, 5 levels each, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, that's not enough content. But other than that, the game's also got some minor issues here and there, like the lack of ammo that forces you to look for new weapons every 2 minutes. That's not really enjoyable, you know, you have to use the shit pistol or a melee weapon, and you end up dying most of the time because those weapons aren't good enough. Also, the AI is kind of dumb because I had to play with bots several times, and they get stuck in walls, doors, and stuff like that. You can't really count on them. That's all I'm saying. And even when you play with real people, sometimes somebody leaves and you're left with bots. So yeah, it kind of screws up the game a little bit. On the other hand, barricades and 3D printers are a good addition in my opinion, so I'm gonna give the gameplay a 6 out of 10. Now when it comes to Earthfall's replayability, since the game's only got 2 campaigns, it would probably take you around 5 hours to finish it, so it really needs some more content. And I'm not talking about skins and customization options, that's meaningless to me, you know. I'm talking about more levels and more gameplay elements, but yeah, the replayability is gonna get a 5 out of 10. Moving on to the fun factor, I honestly didn't have that much fun playing Earthfall, maybe because of the way weapons feel and sound, or maybe because the game still needs a lot of work to actually be fun to play. I mean, I kinda got bored quickly, and that's not really good, but I'm sure if you played this with 3 of your friends, you could probably have a good time. So I'm also gonna give the fun factor a 5 out of 10. Last but not least, when it comes to the value for money, the game goes for $30 on all platforms, but in my opinion it should cost $15 at the most. Unless it gets some major updates that would fix most of its issues, then it would be worth $30. But yeah, the value for money is gonna get a 5 out of 10. Now if you're a big Left 4 Dead and Vermintide fan, then you might be able to look past Earthfall's flaws and enjoy it. That's not my case though, so for me the game isn't bad, but it's definitely average and it's gonna need a lot of updates. So I'm gonna give it a 5.5 out of 10. I hope you find this review useful, and if you've played Earthfall, please share your opinion in the comments section by naming some of its pros and cons. And also special thanks to Holospark, who provided me with a code and made this video possible. I really hope they're working on a major update to fix some of the game's issues, because it's got potential, and maybe in a few months it'll be a 7 or even a 7.5. Who knows? But anyways, don't forget to leave a like if you found this review useful, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's been Hetman89. See you guys very soon.
SWAT team, my brothers, I'm out here trying to run us. The rest of y'all trying to trump us, but it's hands up, no handouts, no stand-ins. I stand out. I built this bitch from the ground up. I got the plans out. This my house. I came in this bitch with a dream and a fifth. Only people I trust is my team and my bitch. Every night it was Curry. Now I cannot miss. R.I.P. to you haters, you will not be missed.